Dan is a man who's got original ideas, he's a lateral thinker, and he's got imagination.
Dan Wood is simply a great man. He is great on a number of levels in the way he thinks, in the way he brings people together and inspires them.
After graduating from the University of Queensland in Australia, Dan Wood began his career as a geologist with BHP. Between 1967 and 1990, Dan worked in Australia and Papua New Guinea, exploring for nickel, base metals, copper, gold, oil shale, and coal.
Yeah, when I first started in the late 1960s, one found one's way through the bush with air photos or with a compass. We didn't have GPS, we didn't have mobile phones. We had single sideband radios with a radio antenna, and we contacted the flying doctor on a regular schedule so that everybody knew where we were. I think one of the challenges that young geologists face now is adapting to the constraints that technology puts on them. It is so easy to get tied up with all the latest in computer wizardry and forget what geology is all about, which is talking to the rocks. So you really need to get into the field and see the rocks.
In 1990, when BHP Gold Mines and Newmont Australia merged to become NEWCREST Mining Limited, Dan became Exploration Manager of Eastern Australia. By 1996, Dan had been promoted to Executive General Manager of Exploration for NEWCREST worldwide.
He led really effective exploration teams that made discoveries that many exploration geologists would only dream about.
The list of finds attributed to the exploration teams led by Dan totals more than $100 billion. As a result, NEWCREST was rated by the Metals Economic Group as the world's most successful gold explorer between 1992 and 2005.
The KENCANA discovery in Indonesia, that was probably one of the highest grade gold discoveries in the last 100 years. The Kadia Hill discovery set up NEWCREST for what it is today, because we really bet the company on that deposit and the potential that we knew was there. I really want to emphasise that discoveries come from teams, they don't come from really individuals. If I look back and think about what has helped me in my career, it is being around some really good people and working with a couple of companies that encouraged exploration geologists to do what exploration geologists do without too much interference.
It was never just a job for Dan.
I never felt as though I worked. It was not a matter of getting up each day and going to work. It was, when am I going to get up, because there's something really exciting to do during the day.
Dan retired in 2008, but his love for exploration hasn't waned. He is now focused on the future of the mineral industry and his work as an adjunct professor at the University of Queensland.
We're extremely fortunate to have him as an adjunct professor. He's a key player in our mining geology research program, and part of this is getting the message out to industry that there are going to have to be some significant game changers if the next generation of mines are able to meet future demand.
He's been very, very good at taking the simple approach to a complex problem. He loves the idea of an elegant, simple experiment.
He sees what the challenges are that are coming up, that are looming. He doesn't ignore them, he looks to how to surmount them, and in a very practical way.
If you're going to move to another level in mining understanding and predictive capability with mining, it's going to be through a better understanding of the geology, and this is quite crucial. But I think the more that geologists, metallurgists and mining engineers communicate, the more efficient and effective the mining industry is going to be.